Who does ISIS work for? You can turn back now, or learn the stuff they don't want you to know. Here are the facts. In 2014, the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, better known as ISIS, spread across the Middle East. According to mainstream sources, ISIS began in the 1990s as a Jordanian named Abu Musab al-Zarqawi returned home from attempting to fight the USSR in Afghanistan. A Sunni, al-Zarqawi was captivated by the fringe, violent interpretation of jihad. Eventually, he returned to Afghanistan to set up a camp for terrorists or, depending on which side of the war you were on, resistance fighters. In 1999, he met Osama bin Laden, but refused to join al-Qaeda. In 2001, he fled Iraq. By 2003, he'd constructed Jama'at al-Tawhid wa al-Jihad, the predecessor to the Islamic State. Al-Zarqawi died in 2006, and as of 2014, ISIS was led by Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, the Caliph of the self-declared Islamic State. This seems plausible. History is full of groups that became increasingly violent as they became increasingly powerful. But what if that isn't the whole story? Who's really controlling ISIS? Here's where it gets crazy. There are no shortage of conspiracy theories regarding ISIS. Most revolve around who actually funds or steers this group. Foreign policy circles in the West generally state that ISIS currently generates revenue through oil smuggling, robbery, and looting, most notably at the storming of Mosul's central bank in 2014. Yet according to the Financial Times, multiple Iraqi officials claim this theft never occurred. So where did the money come from? Perhaps it was illicit funding from state actors. Qatar, Kuwait, and various Sunni emirates are often accused of supporting ISIS. Add the United States to this list as well. According to the Assad administration, the Islamic State is an extension of the Western-backed Free Syria Army. This is a sentiment shared by Iran's national press. Iran believes that ISIS is part of a US-backed plot to destabilize the entire region, growing from the failure of the proxy attack on Assad's Syria. This is a popular theory in Lebanon as well, so popular in fact that the US Embassy in Beirut issued the following statement. Any suggestion that the United States ever considered recognizing the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant as anything other than a terrorist organization or had any role in its creation is patently false. Allegations circulating in Lebanon to the contrary are a fabrication. It's true that the US has conspired to intervene in the Middle East in the past, including setting up the Shah of Iran, as well as approving of a CIA MI6 plan to stage false flag attacks at the Syrian border in hopes of creating support for an invasion in 1957. But this doesn't prove anything about US actions in the present day. Factions of the Saudi Arabian monarchy have also been accused of supporting ISIS, and despite their claims, both Iran and the US appear to be combating the group simultaneously. In a region full of accusations, the true story of ISIS's funding and support still seems to be something they don't want you to know.
The most dangerous is the drumbeat among the neocons and among the humanitarian bombers, the Samantha Power Rangers, we might call them. They're saying it's time to bomb Syria. Now here's the problem. What are the targets supposed to be? I think the lesson of this entire thing is you've got to work with existing governments. Any government is potentially an ally in this kind of a situation against non-state actors who are people who are bringing chaos into the area.